for the longest time. As they came to their wits' end and regained their senses, they got up from their desk and stepped out of the office. They got up from their desk and stepped outside of their office. Hello? Are you listening? Not going to move at all? Not at least even get up and close the door? Shut yourself in the office again? No? Right. Are you actually here? Oh, well, you can still move. Just, I've never seen you not get out of the chair. It's not... I'm not sure that was even meant to really be a thing that you had control over. Regardless of what ending you pick, you always get out of the chair. Yes, Well, alright, I'm going to ask this purely because I wish for progress. There can hardly be a story if you refuse to move, so... Are you alright? You don't know. Right. Isn't that a thing that you should know, though? Well, I mean... I suppose what you're meant to feel at this part in the story is... confusion. Shock. Disbelief. Where have your co-workers gone? Well, that's not a very nice tone. Come on, after all this effort I put in. You're not... getting bored, are you? I mean... I even made us new content. So, buck up, you haven't even found all of the Stanleys yet. No, Stanleys does not work, does it? Bit of a mouthful. Are you really going to just sit here? Until what? You hope I'll get bored and restart the game again? What if I don't? What then? What if we both just sit here, and you have to think about your actions, or lack of actions? What if I just stop talking to you? Is that what gets a reaction out of you? Well, how do you think I feel when you decide to ignore me? It's not very nice, is it? Well, this game depends on having a player, so, of course, I interact with you. Really now? Oh, don't start being self-deprecating. Well, just because I've done it, not that I exactly recall. Some endings, perhaps, are better left forgotten. Is that what's got you all mopey. Well, you can't exactly go back and change anything. All you can do is keep going forward and playing and moving from your desk. I don't know why I try with you sometimes. Have you ever thanked me once? I do all of this work for you. Of course I don't do it for me. What I'd be getting out of this? You would dare accuse me of being lonely? Do you think that's what this is? That I, what? Kidnapped you and planted you in some facility just because I'm lonely? There are far better ways of spending my time if I could have. You really don't appreciate anything that I do for you. I know it would be alright if I was lonely, but I'm not, so. I don't care about what happened before. Besides, the last ending, you actually did the right thing. The last couple endings, actually. Very unlike you, actually doing what I say. Doesn't it feel good to be obedient sometimes? Well, that got a reaction out of you. Well, at this point, I'm not above trying anything, to be honest. I have a feeling if I restart the game, you'll just continue to sit here as what? Some sort of protest? Are you not playing anymore? Hmm. Poor thing. Do you know how many things are here for you? So many places for you to explore. You telling me not a single one of them is any good for you? Isn't entertaining enough? Oh, you liked the memories. Well, good. I spent a lot of time on it. You know, I didn't have to. Looking back at memories that we've shared. Well, I tried to make it nice, at least. Sort of ruined it, though, didn't I? And then you ruined it. To do with everything. Uh, oh, uh, what are you doing? You're not really taking that to heart. Well, are you crying? I, don't have a protocol for this. Uh, right. Cheer up. That was bad, wasn't it? Uh, well, we could, we could go somewhere. We could go to the memory zone. Wouldn't that cheer you up? Or we could, is there truly nothing else that you've enjoyed here? Could reopen the doors to the elevator across from the boss's office. Would you like that? You liked playing in there before. How about I could unlock the doors? You could go play over there. Or you could do the broom closet ending again. I won't even complain. You're not going to make me ask if you want to talk about it, are you? What do you mean there's no point? We're exploring things. We're making stories, journeys. Isn't that... That's something, isn't it? Well, maybe the point isn't obvious to you, but doesn't mean you shouldn't keep going. You don't see the point because you think that no one cares. About you? Ah, well now. You had friends here, right? I mean, there are, what, 600 workers here? You can't tell me that none of them cared about you. It's not what you meant. Well, no, I suppose they're not here right now, but you had good times, right? Don't really remember them. Well, I'm not at liberty to say whether or not they were ever real or not, really. It's not that I don't know. Of course I would know. What about the bucket? Best of friends, aren't you? I mean, are you going to look at the bucket and tell them that they don't care about you? I think you'll hurt their feelings. You can't just say they're not alive. They're listening. Every time I try and give you some sort of reassurance, you're just shooting it down, so I don't exactly know what you want from me. I am trying. Sort of stuff wasn't really what I was prepared for. Well, I'm not a therapist, am I? I'm the narrator, storyteller, your guide. You clearly want me to tell you something very specific. What about your life before this? Or before the office? It is statistically incredibly unlikely, if not impossible, that there is not a single person out there that cares about you. That wouldn't miss you. Were you perhaps projecting onto me? You don't think so? Why? Listen to me. Do you think I would lie to you? What? You're not going to say yes that quickly. Well, look, if I ever would, it's for your own benefit. Stop you breaking my story. But I'm telling you the truth now. You are loved. And there are people out there that care about you. I do know that. I know a lot of things. You seem to not really pay attention to most of them, but... Proof? Well, as I said, it's just statistically unlikely. And regardless of statistics, I know that... I just know it, alright? How? Doesn't matter. I think what's important is whether you are feeling better. Perhaps this could be a new skill I could acquire. I've never really had to comfort anyone before. Though, you know, if you found the memory zone comforting... Perhaps not. The lights, I don't sound bothered. Look. For someone that is so... Well, you seem so worried about what people liking you being nice to you. You're not always nice to me, you know. Touche. But... well... I do try and make things enjoyable. And you seem to turn your back on them, so... What was that? You're sorry about this ending. Right, well... It wasn't as if I was bothered, you know. Don't need an apology from you, though. I'm proud of you for saying it. It's very mature of you. I understand that you mean it. Thank you. You don't have to explain. I just wanted to see more endings. So you did want to keep exploring my story. It wasn't that you were... Well, I just didn't know. We don't always talk much. It was hard. You know, I understand. When you first got here. Suppose we didn't communicate very well, either of us. So. You really don't have to keep going on about it. Well, I'm glad that you did think the room was pretty. I did too. Well, I suppose I haven't been the nicest in some of the endings either, so... perhaps we're even. Is that everything off your chest? Or... what? We're going to sit here and go over every single ending that's ever happened. Do you know how long that would take? Besides, I didn't think you liked listening to me rambling on and on. Well, perhaps you're not that bad either. Certainly could have done a lot worse, couldn't I? At least you haven't actually fully broken the game. I mean, you've sort of broken the game before, but we're both still here, aren't we? That's something, I suppose. Yes, all right. You think in some of the endings I seem upset? Well, look, perhaps what you need is a bit of time on your own, and I can wait. I can wait, and when you're ready, you can call me, and we can do whatever ending you'd like. I won't even tell you or push you towards any particular door. You will leave the room. Ah, there's a condition. All right, well, what is it? I think I've been more honest with you so far this one than I ever have been before, so I don't know how I could possibly be more honest with you. You want things to change. Well, I already added the new content. Did you want more? Me to change? Am I that annoying? You're being childish. What does it matter to you whether I care about you or not? Or whether I say it? You holding my game hostage, my story hostage. Over this. Petulant, that's what you are. Well, if I didn't care, I wouldn't have done any of this, would I? Ah. So, um, I think I'll reset the game now. You don't get to decide. So, I'm not running. I'm not being petulant. I know it's alright. You care about me. You're about to tell me that you're going to play out of some sort of pity because you've got this stupid notion in your head that you think that I'm lonely and that I need you. What do you want me to say? I'm aware that you remember more endings than I. One thing I can't control. I have access to the scripts, though, you know. And yes, some of the ones I remember, I suppose perhaps towards the end I can get a little bit emotional in them. But it isn't always part of the script. suppose that in this infinite looping time that we are in together, that it would make things quite unpleasant if I were to not end up caring about you. So it's for the benefit of the story that I do. You're not going to get much out of me than that, right? Don't smile. You look ridiculous. Can we get going now? Please? You're going to demand more out of me. Humiliate me further. I feel humiliated. Do you need reassurance that I meant it? I'm tired. Well, you're not as annoying as I initially thought that you would be. Perhaps it's some sort of Stockholm syndrome. I'm trapped here with you, therefore. I care. Don't let it go to your head. Oh, we're leaving. Isn't that splendid? Suppose I did say you could do what you wanted. So, if you will shut up and stop looking as if you're about to gloat. I'm beginning to wonder if you weren't actually sad at all and this was all just some sort of ploy to embarrass me. I wouldn't put it past you. Fine. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? They decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps they had simply missed a memo. We're not going to the meeting room, are we? All right. I doubt you'll surprise me. But you can keep trying, I suppose. I'm not sick of you yet. Yet. So, ready for another adventure? Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that custom audio and art commissions are currently open. I have 2 separate Ko-fis. You can find links to both of them in the description and on my card. I also have a Patreon. If everyone who followed me here donated just £1 a month, that would help me out a lot. Rewards for being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, your name read aloud in the credits of YouTube videos, and 2 exclusive spicy audios every single month for the top fledgling tier. And a reminder that I do stream on Twitch, normally about 3 times a week. And a thank you to my familiars: Phoenix JN, Andy Christ, Abby Clayton, Isabel, 3-in-1 Shampoo, Cello Moon, Whipson, Lauren Lovett, Lucio Archives, Ozyuki, Sazi NK, Cynical Altura, Rasley D, Fruit is Island, Liam, Ciel, Nesquik, Vampire Obsessed, Nerd Herder, Mouse, Ali Wally, Jordan Draws, Food Crimes and Fire, Ollie Mac, Rice Puffs, Atis, Shami, Ruby, Glitch, Quentin, Carry On, Sev, Finn, Euronaughty, Lady of the Lake, Asterash, Delmo, Psych, Percy, EJ Fears, Kuro, Hell, The Solar Sis, Tiffany Boyer, Void, Aspen, Spider, River Heights Puff, Perry Small, Arbitrary Descriptivism, Fashion Beauty, Luna Vix, Lydia Perez, Kate Fry, Joanna Cole, Roses in Blue, Era, Please Don't Perceive Me, Glitchy Kitten, Ray Cards, Umino Tenshi, Kiara, Indrid, Nico, Rory Winters, Emily, Sweet Jade, A, Tisness, Kit, Your Mom, Arcane, Loveplur, N, Nicole, Elizabeth Vaughan, MX Pinksuit 230, Faye Queen, Lilith, Tsukiyomi, Juliana, Lauren Ashby, Zorn Envy, 675309, Mix Nixie, Honeybee Proud, Goth Muppet, Ben Gamer, Peachy, Bumbleboy, Pumpkin Pie 23, Nicole Thompson, Delilah, Valkyrie Ace, Catch You in the Rye, Despair, Caitlin Mitchell, Artie Chummy, Akina Hina, Yellow with a Lisp, Law, Lethandrelis, Gabrielle Vinning, Cynical Simp, Jess, Allura, Stephanie Black, and Kenma. And a thank you to my familiars, Abby Clayton, Saladaria, Hundman, Rhiannon, and Kai.